So, this is King of Bucks and Legendary Animal guide that I'm going to be stringing together. I noticed by looking just looking all this stuff up that no one seems to know, and I do. So I'm making the one. I haven't seen anything that was posted, so I'm just gonna throw this up there that anyone that wants it, it's part of my childhood. So just sharing it with the rest of everyone else that wants to know. So this is Washington. I'll show you guys. There's no legendary animal here, but it is King of Bucks is here. So you'd have to, right when you're done with the tutorial, you want to walk across this bridge. And then when you get up to this tree right here, you're going to want to go into stealth mode. There's going to be an elk up here and the King of Bucks, so don't shoot the elk. The game is old enough to where if you spook the elk, it'll be okay. The King of Bucks won't run. Sometimes the King of Bucks, so there's more often than not, the King of Bucks will be right on the other side of this mountain here and these trees. I have seen that spawn behind these two bushes before, but only very rarely. So I always just hug this left side here so I can get eyes on him before I go stomping in there. Should be in between, like there's gonna be a path here. So there's gonna be a path in between these two cliff faces, and he should be in the center. Right there, awesome, okay. So now what you wanna do is don't get too close. Since I'm in the tutorial right now, so it won't let me do scent elimination. So you have to keep in mind that if you don't have scent elimination on, you're going to have to be more careful and stay farther back away. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to get up to this tree and take the shot. See, you still need a little bit more to get to Georgia, but right along, if you follow that path, there's going to be black-tailed deer that spawn there, so it's going to be pretty easy. Alright, and there's Washington. This is the King of Bucks for Georgia. There'll be, where I am right now is right here. There'll be another bridge over there. You want to catch the second bridge. And you want to go across this water to this peninsula right here. And the deer will spawn somewhere on this peninsula. And sometimes, like, it's random. it's actually frustrating because I know like exactly where every other deer spawns, but this one I can't seem to find. It's just somewhere on this peninsula. Um, so when you get up onto this peninsula, what I do is I do the doe call periodically, and I keep looking right to left and around, because it'll just spawn somewhere around you, just out of nowhere. Um, yeah, I wish I could, you know, uh, say more. All I know is that sometimes you just won't spawn at all, and you'll have to restart the game, and then not to restart the entire game, but like back out in the menu and get back in and try again. But when he does answer the call, he seems to be like in the corner of the map, which doesn't really make any sense. Like that. So he's not in the corner of the map. I don't know where he is, but he is somewhere here. He comes from different directions every other time. That's not like here. I think he's on the right, like he comes from the right side, but I don't know. Oop. You can. Bruh. Oh, there we go. All right. That is probably one of the hardest ones. The hardest one is the legendary animal in Maine. It actually is insane. So, but yeah, so that's the King of Bucks for Georgia. All right. So this is Wyoming, the third map. This is the easiest one. This is the King of Bucks. So right where I am right now is right in front of the beginning. You just go straight. So the King of Bucks will be right next to this wall here, this left wall. There will be another white-tailed deer here that's not the King of Bucks, and there'll also be elk that spawn here as well. Yeah, that's pretty much all you do. Sometimes he won't spawn right here. If that happens, then continue going down this line on the left side. If he continues not to be there, then you can go to the tree stand and you can wait and just spam your call. And if that doesn't work, then just restart your game and he'll let it respawn. That should be it. Should be him. Unless it's the other one. I don't think so. There he is. Yeah. Well, there you go. And even though I messed up a little bit there, well, I could have gotten closer, but there's Wyoming. Yeah. Legendary animal was coming up next. So this is the King of Bucks for Missouri. So I already came to the spot, waiting for it to spawn, and then restarting the map and coming back to the same spot like maybe 4 or 5 times. So then what I did was I loaded back into Maine and then back out and then back into Missouri instead of just going right back into Missouri and then to truly reload the game. And now he's just spawned in. I wanted to make sure he spawned, and so I didn't have to record this for forever again and again. So yeah, so he's right here. We are right there. You spawn right there, and you just walk into this abyss, the black stuff over here. He should be in like the very end. He is right here though. Yeah, this guy, it's maybe I don't know, 30% chance he spawns. This is one of the harder ones. What? There we go. I had the crosshairs on him. Never mind. Okay, whatever. I swear I'm better than this. Yep, so there you have it. There's Missouri. Yeah, and now next is, I think, New Mexico, but we'll see. King of Bucks for New Mexico. So I'll show you where I am. Oh, this is right in front of, to the front and right of the blind that's also here. There's you'll get pronghorn, elk, coos deer, and whitetail deer all in that blind. It's a big blind, and just sit there and spam call. And then right behind the blind, there's going to be a path between 2 cliff faces, 2 hills, and there you'll get a mountain lion attack you. But yeah, so here's the King of Bucks, and this is where I am. See how pronghorn right there as well. This is my favorite. This in Alaska's. All right, well, this is New Mexico. All right, so this is Minnesota King of Bucks. This is going to be quick because this is in the moment. So I'm right here. I am right on the other side, so there's going to be a blind right behind me. And when you see the blind, go into stealth mode and then go right behind the blind and follow this. Just go right to the river here, and you can call and he will be right here. There will be a black bear that spawns here, a moose that spawns here, and if the King of Bucks doesn't spawn here, then in place of this deer will be a female. Yeah, so just I think if you played this game, you know where the blind is, but I'll just do it again. Right here. And then this is a river on down here. And I called him up from the bank. I got this guy, I think this was my third time reloading the map. All right, and that's the King of Bucks. So now on to Florida, I guess. All right, so this is Florida. This is actually my first try doing this. This is really quick. So this usually takes multiple tries, and the tries take a little bit. So I got really lucky here. So what you want to do is when you spawn in, go right to the lady that is asking you about the Black Panther, or the Florida Panther, and then right from her, go to the left, and there's going to be a fence. Hug that fence, and on your GPS, you'll be going up northeast, and then at some point, the fence will go horizontal from left to right, 180-degree angle on the GPS. When you turn that to that straight shot across left to right on the GPS, that's when you go into stealth mode. And I only went about maybe like 100 yards after that, and he's right here. So yeah. Oh, come on. Is he coming towards me? Yes. It's a pretty cool one. Alright. Now, next is this. Alright, so this is Alberta, King of Bucks. So I just called him over. So we are right here. You're going to spawn, and you're going to have a frozen river behind you. And then you're going to follow that river up towards this guy and go on the left side of him and watch the right side of the river. The right side of the river will always be, he'll spawn always on the right side of the river. I just keep myself on the left side of the river just so I can have a vantage point and so that I don't accidentally spook him. And if you call and a different deer shows up, that's okay. It will still attract all deer around you if one answers. Just shoot now. There. This one was the last one I needed to find. It was actually incredibly hard because he spawns way up there. Or sometimes he'll spawn right next to the river, but sometimes he'll also spawn way up there. And it was really hard to even notice him. Alright. Yeah, so then now to the legendary animal. Alright. This is the one for Alaska, the last one for the King of Bucks. So, yeah. So where we are is right here. So I parked right near the. Oh, okay. I parked right near the other guy. I would walk down and then walk all the way to the ice bridge and fall off the right side. And then we get an elk encounter. And then right past the ice bridge, you'll have to take a left right at the cabin, facing the cabin. And you go right down there into this brown area. And then right where I'm pointing with the green arrow is where he should be. Now, the only problem is he is incredibly rare. This is like maybe my maybe 7th or 8th time reloading this game. It actually got pretty frustrating. But he should be down here. It took me an hour to or an hour and a half to actually get him to spawn. Yeah, but this is my favorite. Look at this guy. Awesome. Yeah, I got to the point where even I was getting impatient, so please stay patient. He does spawn here. Take it for like you can see it. So, like I said, I had to do it like 8 times. There you go. All right, that's all King of Bucks and legendary animals. I don't know if I'm going to split this in.
That was some excellent hunting. You have claimed first prize overall.
Oh, well. Anyways, I think what I'm going to do is either split into 2 videos or just make it one whole video. But yeah, thank you guys.
Congratulations.
Yeah, there you go.
You've completed the Bass Pro Continental Classic.
All right. Yeah, I think that's it.